The daily discipline of scripture and then letting it change you, I had never really done.
Emotionally, I was dealing with a lot of things that I had never dealt with before, and I just felt really lost.
Surrender is something that doesn't come super easy to me, so it felt like something that I had to carry myself, that I couldn't ask for help with.
Looking for new employment, losing everything we had. My life was on hold. I was going nowhere.
I'm Peyton Burgach, and I've been going to Pinelake for 1.5 years. I'm going into my junior year at Ole Miss, and I also play volleyball there.
My name is Tracy Bernard. My husband Justin and I have been going to Pinelake since 2005.
My name's Austin Stark. I am a senior at Ole Miss, and I've been going to Pinelake for 3 years.
My name is Mark DuPont, and I've been going to Pinelake now for 11 months. I grew up Catholic. It wasn't a topic of conversation. It was just, you went to church on Sundays, and that was that.
I was having a really successful season. Kind of in the middle of all of the success and winning a lot of games, I personally was struggling with severe anxiety, a lot of panic attacks, averaging 5 or 6 panic attacks a week.
I was in a pretty long-term relationship in high school, and when we moved, that just came to an abrupt, unexpected end.
So in August 2019, my son Blake goes to college. As a parent, that scared me and seems like I lost a sense of control.
And so between the move and the breakup and not being around my friends, it was just a group of things that I had never dealt with in my entire life, all thrown at me once.
I wasn't moving forward. I wasn't successful.
For me, a lot of this was just going through the motions, just checking some boxes. And that didn't get me through the emotion and the anxiety that I was dealing with.
Felt like a failure, that I didn't accomplish anything that I set out to do or I was supposed to do.
I just kind of met my end. It was all really overwhelming.
I had just reached this moment in my life that I realized I couldn't figure it all out on my own.
Kind of mid-season, I had a teammate come up and ask me if I would go to her baptism for her and kind of support her in that.
In a last-ditch desperation, for the first time in my life on my own, I just opened my Bible up and I said, you know what, there's got to be something in here to fix this situation that I'm in.
And at the time I was serving in middle school, that's where I met my friend Danielle. I said, what kind of podcast do you listen to? And I was expecting, the latest good true crime. And she mentions one about a Bible reading plan. January 2020 starts, and I'm like, yes, this is the year that I'm gonna do it. Like, I've got a tool and I'm gonna do it this year.
Through a lot of prayer, I decided that I was also gonna be baptized with her. So 3 of us got baptized together on September 12th through Identify.
The moment Chip said, is there any of you out there right now that feel you need to be baptized? Raise your hand and we'll do it now. Next thing I know, my hand is up. I'm holding my wife's hand up. And it was just, yes.
I just started to seek understanding from God, repeatedly saying yes to what He had in store for me.
I'm reading the Bible more. There are incredible stories in the Bible that, I sit here and go, gee, why hasn't somebody made a movie out of this yet?
I can't stop. Like, I gotta read it again. I gotta know what else happened. And I think the Word is alive, and I think that it's new and it applies something different to your life. And I have found that to be true 3 years in now.
I am learning and growing and continuing to surrender to the Lord for what He has for me.
If you don't know who He is and you don't know His character, there's only one way to find out. And the way to do that was where I found that peace was reading it for myself and letting Him teach me through His Word.